It's Halloween now, and nothing annoys me more than people that think everything is absolutely terrifying. Most of the things we see in Halloween are just not scary, so I have compiled a tier list with almost everything that I think might actually be properly scary, but also some things in there that is just laughable. So if you look at the tier list, at the very top we have terrifying. I mean the actual terrifying stuff, shit that can make you wet the bed. Then at the very bottom we have laughable. I mean some things that people think are scary that I just find laughable. It's funny, it is just not scary in the slightest. Now let's just get straight into it, starting off with one of the most terrifying things in the entire universe. Yes, the entire universe. We're not even talking about the media anymore. Thalassaphobia. Oh my god, I definitely have this, okay? Imagine yourself falling out of a boat, right? And you're in the middle of the ocean, away from any land. You know when you just look around and there's just nothing. All you see is that little line where you can see the ocean and then you see the sky. Bro, get that shit away from me. That is the things I hate. And in that photo right there, you can imagine just something being beneath you. You look down and it's just complete and utter darkness. This is some of the scariest things that can ever happen in mankind. I don't care what anyone says. We're going past every single thing on this tier list and we're going all the way up to the very top terrifying. Honestly, it'll be a challenge to try and find something here that can beat it. Now in this tier list, we have so much random stuff that is considered horrifying and terrifying, so we're really going to see what things are actually scary. We have the likes of something real being thalassaphobia, and then you have something like the obelisk down here, which is obviously not real. So next up, we actually have a movie now, The Sixth Sense. If you guys have not seen The Sixth Sense, not only do I recommend this movie so much, but I saw this movie when I was way too young and it traumatized me. Okay, ghosts as a topic in general isn't really that scary, okay? But this little kid has the sixth sense and can talk to the other world. This movie is terrifying. I don't care what anybody says. I find this movie so scary and I lost sleep, okay? That's why we have this tier. These are the things in life that makes you stay up at night and lose your sleep, and trust me, I definitely lost my sleep and had nightmares from this movie. Now up next, this is a part of the analog horror section, okay? This is just a basic plain scary face, and I'm just imagining myself walking out of my hallway in my house and I see that at the very end. Bro, don't even get me started, okay? I will be absolutely shitting myself. Imagine you see this right here. You see that right there? Imagine seeing that at the end of your bed at nighttime. It's over. It's over, bro. It's terrifying. I don't care what anyone says. It's terrifying. Up next, the thing that you and me were scared of when we were younger, Slenderman, okay? The horror stories we have of Slenderman. You'd be going into school the next day and someone's telling you about an experience they had with Slenderman. Now, let's be for real. They probably didn't have an experience with Slenderman. It was probably just John down the road that is about 8 feet tall and was just stalking him. But besides from that, Slenderman as a topic in general, I don't care what anyone says. The woods is such a scary place. And honestly, if I saw that in my local woods, I would absolutely run for my life. And I don't care what anyone says, it's going into the terrifying tier. Now next one, a little bit more of an interesting one. It's not really fiction, but it's not really true either. So we have skinwalkers. I don't even want to say its name because there's a whole tale about it, about if you keep on saying that name. Now there's been memes about this and videos online saying, oh my god, my dog's a skinwalker. But honestly, the original concept of this creature is that it can morph into anything in your life. Your dog, your parrot, if you have a pet parrot, your pet rat. I don't know what pets you have, but it can morph into there and it can basically mimic it. And that concept right there, another absolutely terrifying thing. And there's this whole thing called Skinwalkers Ranch, and I've seen a couple of videos about it where people go there and they hear some crazy noises and maybe see some things, but people have reportedly seen and heard these crazy people that have been trying to mimic something else and trying to get them closer to you. If you ever hear that in the depths of the darkness, please do not go towards it. So I think I'm going to put it in front of Sixth Sense, okay? We're going to lose sleep over this. Now we still have a lot more to look at, but this one is kind of a weird one, okay? You're probably looking at this image saying, what is this guy actually trying to get at? I'm talking about dark hallways, okay? You're in your house, it's late at night, there's no noises, maybe it's 3 in the morning, and it's just the hallway. There might be a little light hovering over it, but all you can see is darkness. Everyone can agree that darkness is scary. No one really likes it, but the fear of the unknown, okay, that kind of ties its way in with this concept as well. I wouldn't put this up at the very top or lose sleep because you don't really lose sleep over it, but just when you're in the moment and you see the hallway and you can just imagine this right here being at the end of it, it definitely puts me on edge, okay? I'm gonna put it right there. That perfectly describes it. Up next, you and me probably know about this. It's Herobrine. You and me were shitting ourselves with this. I made a whole video basically based around the whole feeling of old Herobrine on my second channel if you want to see that. But Herobrine as a concept was pretty scary because, you know, it actually wasn't supposed to be in Minecraft. Now Herobrine probably never existed. It was probably all a hoax just to scare us as kids. But honestly, when I was a kid, I definitely lost sleep over this. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not even embarrassed to say that. I lost sleep over here, O'Brien. Now, another kind of weird looking one. This is a haunted house, but I don't mean just a normal haunted house. I mean the ones that you pay money to go into. Haunted houses are just pretty bad overall. I haven't personally gone to a good one. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Haunted houses are overrated and they're pretty much scary-ish. They're a little bit overrated in my opinion. Now, up next we have The Gang, Stranger Things. I'm sure a lot of you guys love this show. I did. I had posters of it and all, but they literally haven't made the last season in so long. They need to hurry up. Old Stranger Things is pretty scary. Like the first season, like the actual idea of Stranger Things is pretty scary. I think it's fair to say it has its scary moments, so I'll put it into the scary-ish. Now, up next, another image you're probably like, what am I even looking at? This is stars, and I'm talking about space. Besides from thalassaphobia, that whole idea right there, it's the second most terrifying thing in the world, okay? Now, imagine yourself up in space. There's stars, it's darkness, there's no sound. Sound doesn't travel in space. Holy man, I couldn't imagine anything scarier. Never mind, like, you know, a face or something like that, an actual extraterrestrial being out there in space, but just the idea of just nothingness. It's just, there's nothing. Like, there actually is just nothing. Hell no, bro. That is definitely deserving the second spot and terrifying. Now, up next, we have the Boiled One, another kind of analog horror creature, and he is scary. He's really cursed. The whole analog horror, in my opinion, is some of the best horror we've ever seen. There's just something not right with him. He's just... I don't think it's as bad as the face, probably because the face is more humanoid, and you know, as humans we kind of get a little bit more scared of humanoid things that are just not right. And I think it's safe to say that the Boiled One is definitely up there. I'll put it behind the Skinwalker. Now we have two more movies here and up next. So we have Halloween, the original Halloween. They have the scenes where they're just walking around the house, they open the door and Michael Myers is standing right behind the door with a knife. I'm pretty sure everyone in their life has been scared of that concept before, but I specifically remember a memory I watched. I think they made one in 2018 or something along the lines of that, and I went to the cinema to watch it, okay? No joke, for the rest of the night. I watched it at night time. I came home, I didn't sleep. I'm not gonna even lie to you, I didn't sleep until probably like 4 in the morning because I was genuinely scared that Michael Myers was gonna come out and stab me. This one definitely deserves to go into lose sleep. Now, up next, one of the best movies ever created, Parasite. If you guys haven't seen Parasite, please watch it, okay? It is definitely a traumatizing movie and you will definitely be scared. The whole concept of this movie is basically there's someone living in your house and you're not aware of it. Bro, that idea right there just gives me chills. Don't even get me started, man. Ooh, that is horrifying. Definitely up there. It's worse than Slenderman and that fucking face. It's top 3 most terrifying things I've seen. Okay, we got a little bit more chill things now. We have Project Zomboid. I've been playing this on my PC, and honestly, it definitely has the scary moments. But this game isn't as scary as like the other things. These other things are just actual, just initial fear, primitive fear. But Project Zomboid isn't as bad. The actual fear from this game is when you're getting jumped by a bunch of zombies and you don't want to die. But you can have a wide view of everything, so it kind of gets rid of the entire horror factor. If Project Zomboid was in first person, I can guarantee you it would definitely be going up in the list. But I think it's safe to say Project Zomboid is the first one to not be scary. Now, Jason Voorhees, the movies themselves aren't that scary in my opinion. Let's just talk about Jason Voorhees as a character real quick. He's immortal, okay? He's strong as fuck. You've gone to the woods with your friends and you start seeing this creature in the woods stalking you and trying to kill you. Jason Voorhees instantly gets some points for that. So I think it's safe to say it would definitely put me on edge, okay? I think it deserves to be put on edge. I do think Michael Myers is a little bit scarier because the movies themselves are a little bit scarier in my opinion. Now, up next, the original Conjuring. Yeah, it's going up there. It's instantly going up into the terrifying. And also, while we're around halfway with this tier list, if you guys would like to see more scary things, I will definitely rank it. You guys will be seeing this on Halloween, so it'll be after Halloween. But if you guys want to see more scary things, and I mean it can be anything, and I will add it into the tier list, okay? Now, up next, zombies. Now, there are so many different zombies, so many different forms of media out there. There's been some amazing things from zombies, but some absolutely dreadful things from zombies as well. But we're just going to talk about the base concept of a zombie, okay? I think it's safe to say an actual zombie that is faster than you, smarter than you, it doesn't get much more terrifying than that. It could be your own family member that turned evil, that turned into a zombie, that wants to eat you, wants to literally eat you alive. Like, holy man. Zombies as a concept can be so goofy, okay? But honestly, the concept of it is solid. I'm gonna say I'd lose sleep over it, honestly. I think that's a fair assumption to make. Now, up next, we actually have 2 games, and the first one is Madison. If you guys haven't played Madison before, I don't even know what to say say to you, man, this game does jump scares so well and the atmosphere so well. I couldn't play the whole game. I'm not gonna even lie to you. And because of that, it deserves to go into the terrifying tier. Now up next, Subnautica. Okay, you guys are probably thinking, why is Subnautica on this list? It's going into the laughable tier. Hear me out, okay? If you guys have thalassaphobia, like me, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think I am. It is genuinely some of the scariest things ever. I remember my first time playing this game, okay? I'm not trying to yap for too long, but the first time I played this game, I literally bought the game. I didn't play it for a month. I'm not over exaggerating. I bought it. I went over to the Aurora and I saw the Reaper's tail. Never again. Didn't play it for a whole month until I saw a video saying, oh my god, Subnautica so well. And thankfully I did go back to it and play it because it is actually one of my favorite games of all time. But even if I hop into the game right now, with all the years I've been playing it, I can guarantee you I will be myself every single time I go to the dead zone or I go into the Aurora. I have been more scared playing Subnautica than I was watching Parasite. I'm sorry, it's top 3. Now that's just because I have a fear of the deep sea and also kind of space as well. Up next, Shutter Island, another absolutely phenomenal movie, but it's more of a psychological thriller, and those movies, psychological thrillers, are actually so much worse. I'm not going to spoil it to you, okay? Just in case you haven't seen Shutter Island, please watch it after this video, but I think it deserves to go into the top of Loose Sleep, okay? It is so peak. It is so good. Now up next we have Fierce of Fathom. I'm sure you guys have seen your favorite YouTubers play this. I'm just gonna do the whole collective, okay? I do think the Watchtower one is the scariest one. I think they really did a great job, okay, capturing the fear, and I would honestly say Loose Sleep. Now up next, when you think about Halloween, what do you think of? Pumpkins. If you said pumpkin, you're right. Now honestly, why is pumpkins the staple for Halloween? I don't actually know the history behind Halloween as much, to be honest, but pumpkins are just so widely known as Halloween. I don't get it. No matter what face you draw onto a pumpkin, it's gonna look goofy. And this tier was perfectly made for it. It's laughable. It's such an iconic thing for Halloween. It's stupid. We should actually make thalassaphobia as the Halloween thing. I'm making a stand right now. Now up next, Resident Evil Village. If you guys have played this game, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's not as scary, but the jump scares in this game do get you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The jump scares definitely give you a little bit of a fright. But I would say it would put me on edge. I wasn't absolutely terrified playing it, but I was a little bit like, when's the next jump scare gonna happen? Now we have the woods. As you can imagine right there, you see that woods right there? Terrifying. Woods are terrifying. They are definitely top 5 scariest things in the world. 90% of the time, the woods are a safe place. There isn't really much going on, but the idea of just a killer being in there, it's worse than Parasite. These are all 3 real things, but they're 3 of the scariest things, and I'm sure you guys can definitely relate. Now up next, we have the backrooms, okay? One of the most revolutionary, scariest things in recent time, okay? I know the backrooms has been absolutely overdone. There's been so many games, so many rip-offs, so many videos from it, but I'm talking about the original creator being trapped in this liminal space, okay? One of the scariest things as well, and there's actually something out to kill you. Easy to say, bro. Backrooms is up there. We've got a lot on the terrifying tier, but I think the Backrooms definitely deserves it. Now up next, we're getting a little bit of a break here. We have Dead by Daylight. Now I would say your first 5 games are actually scary, okay, as a survivor, but it's not scary, okay? It's not laughable because, to be fair, your first 5 games you can definitely be scared as a survivor, and especially playing against killers like Michael Myers that have no terror radius, that just spawn behind you and jump scare you. Now up next, we have another addition to the analog horror. It doesn't look right. It's messed up. Bro's bald. His mouth is all messed up. His teeth are showing. It deserves to go beside this face. I don't think it's as scary as this face, in my opinion. Now, Little Nightmares. We'll put Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Another absolutely amazing horror game, okay? Solid horror game. Some of the messed up things, I don't even know how the developer even thought of these things, man. Just these cursed ass creatures. How did they even think of it? That's what I want to know. I'm gonna put it right there and put me on edge. It's gonna go behind the eerie doorway, but I'm gonna put it on put me on edge because it definitely did. Now, I'm on observation duty. If you guys haven't played this game before, you're basically surveilling a house or a building, and basically all you have to do is you have to search for anomalies, okay? So anomalies can be something as a book moving in the room, or an actual living, breathing human staying in your house. Honestly, the worst thing about this game is the atmosphere, okay? You're playing it, it is dead silent. That's what you hear, maybe with a little bit of ambience noise every now and again, or a bit of breathing, and it is the definition of put me on edge, and it deserves to go to the very, very top. Now this is actually a lesser known horror game. It's more of an indie horror game. It's called Pretend It's Not There. It's very bad quality. It's that whole style of games, and you're basically a kid coming back home, and there's this monster creature staring at you and following you that you cannot look at. We'll put it into the lose sleep tier. Now up next we have a mod for Minecraft. I wasn't going to put in any Minecraft horror mods because I've made an actual separate video based on the Minecraft horror mods, but I put this one here because I think it's the best one. The broken script. Okay, I've made multiple videos on the broken script on my second channel, so if you want to see that, it's up on the top right of the screen right now, and I'm putting it into the terrifying. I don't care, it's going into the terrifying. The terrifying is now actually really big, but it deserves to go in there. Now we're on the last two, but if you guys aren't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you could. Over 90% of you are not subscribed, so if you can, it would make the world to me. Now last two, we have Us, the horror movie. Amazing horror movie. Okay, not only is this actually really scary, it's another psychological one, but I lost sleep over this. Definitely deserves to go right behind Sixth Sense. Now the last one, we're actually ending it on a bit of a banger right here. We have the obelisk. Now I know a little bit more story behind this. This is basically part of the cursed YouTube videos. There's some really messed up ones on YouTube, honestly, but the obelisk is a great idea, greatly executed, and I think, guys, we're gonna end the video off on a banger. Okay, terrifying. It's going into the terrifying. I think the obelisk is scarier than these faces, and it's gonna go right there behind Conjuring. Now, that is the entire list, guys. Honestly, I think I did a great job. There has been so many terrifying things. The top three, in my opinion, is thalassaphobia, deep space, and deep forest. They're the three of the scariest things. They're real. They're in real life. We have to face them every single day. Now, if you guys would like to see a part 2 to this, and you can add in anything, I mean any sort of media from the horror, you can comment it down below, and I will add it onto the next video. So thank you guys for watching the entire video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a great Halloween, and peace.